every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy.
The bustling city of Busan hummed with life as you sat across from your best friend Jungkook in your favorite coffee shop. You twirled a strand of your hair, your eyes sparkling with excitement. Jungkook, you won't believe it, you said, your voice animated. I met someone, his name is Mingyu, and he's amazing. Jungkook's heart sank, but he managed a supportive smile. He'd known you for years and had always secretly harbored feelings for you, but he'd never had the courage to confess. That's great, YYZN. I'm happy for you. Tell me more about him. As you told Jungkook about Mingyu, you mentioned how kind and funny he was and how he made you feel really good. Hearing all this, Jungkook couldn't help but feel a little jealous. He wished you'd talk about him the same way you talked about Mingyu. As you shared stories about your dates with Mingyu, Jungkook couldn't help but start feeling a little bit left out. Mingyu seemed to be everything you ever wanted. He was charming, funny, and always cooperative. But Jungkook remembered the times you both spent together, laughing, sharing secrets, and being there for each other through thick and thin. Months went by and your relationship with Mingyu continued to get stronger. You both talked about your dreams, your fears, and the things that made you passionate. But during this time, you seemed to have less time for Jungkook. He watched from the sidelines as you and Mingyu got even closer, and your shared laughter and inside joke slowly faded away. Mingyu was different from anyone you'd ever met before. He had a way with words, and it felt like he was reciting poetry whenever he spoke. You found yourself becoming more drawn to him, even if you didn't quite understand why. You began spending more and more time with Mingyu, sometimes not even noticing Jungkook's calls and texts. Jungkook noticed the change immediately. He missed the late night talks and the laughter you used to share. A pang of jealousy started to creep in, but he told himself it was just because he cared so much about you, his best friend. One day, Jungkook decided to talk to you about the way things had changed. He tried to hide the hurt in his voice as he said, "You're always with Mingyu. I feel like I don't even know you anymore." You let out a sigh and replied, "Jungkook, he's my boyfriend. It's natural that I spend time with him." Jungkook felt a bit lost and asked, "But what about us?" His words took you by surprise. You hadn't realized how much you'd been neglecting your friendship with Jungkook. Still, you also felt a bit defensive and concerned. "Jungkook," you said firmly, "Mingyu is important to me now. You're my best friend, but you have to understand this." Jungkook was hit by a wave of emotions. It was then that he realized his feelings for you were deeper than just friendship. He loved you, but he also knew that he had to respect your choices. One evening, after a romantic dinner with Mingyu, you received a text message from Jungkook. Can we meet at our special spot tomorrow? I have something important to tell you. You agreed, curious about the urgency in his message. Okay, see you tomorrow then. The next morning, you met at the park, where you both had spent countless hours together as friends. The autumn leaves danced in the breeze as Jungkook took a deep breath and looked into your eyes. YN, there's something I've been keeping from you for a long time. I loved you. Your eyes widened, your heart pounding. You had never expected this. Jungkook, I had no idea. Tears welled up in Jungkook's eyes as he continued. I know you're with Mingyu now and he makes you happy. I just couldn't keep my feelings hidden any longer. I needed you to know. You stood frozen, your heart racing as the weight of Jungkook's confession sank in. You had never seen this coming, never even considered that your best friend harbored romantic feelings for you. You took a step back, your mind racing. Jungkook, I don't know what to say, you stammered, your voice trembling. I care about you so much, but I love Mingyu. Tears were falling from Jungkook's eyes as he nodded, the pain of rejection evident on his face. I understand, Vayan. I had to tell you the truth, but I don't want to over friendship. You placed a hand on Jungkook's shoulder, your eyes filled with regret. Jungkook, you mean the world to me, and I don't want to lose you as a friend. Can we try to find a way to move past this and salvage our friendship? Jungkook forced a weak smile, his heart heavy but hopeful. I hope so, Vayan. I just need some time to sort through my feelings. You left the park that day with a divided heart. You loved Mingyu deeply, but Jungkook's confession had shaken you to the core. You realized the depth of your best friend's feelings and the guilt washed over you. You couldn't bear the thought of hurting him. Jungkook distanced himself from you, giving you space to enjoy your new relationship. Meanwhile, you found yourself missing Jungkook's company, his jokes, your shared memories. You also began noticing Mingyu's controlling behavior and lack of understanding towards you. You ended things with Mingyu after realizing you was losing yourself in the relationship. You stood at your special spot in the park, your heart heavy with the knowledge of Jungkook's feelings. You had always cherished your friendship, and you knew how deeply you cared for him. You looked into his eyes and said, Jungkook, your confession had made me realize something important. Our connection is unlike any other in my life, and I can't bear the thought of losing you. Jungkook's eyes brightened with hope, but he was still cautious. YN, what are you saying? With a deep breath, you continued. I've thought about it a lot, and I've decided that I want to be with you, Jungkook. I love you too, more than just a friend. Tears of joy welled up in Jungkook's eyes as he embraced you tightly. It was a moment you had both longed for, a turning point in your relationship that would change your lives forever. In a moment filled with longing and desire, you leaned in and kissed passionately. Sometimes, in the most unexpected moments, the deepest connections reveal themselves and love finds its way home.
Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted. You've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more.